What's going on? Right back to it. Let's do this trial, brothers and sisters, and all my friends and family. September 7th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 1. God, my voice hurts when doing this shit. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey. Oh my gosh, what is your voice going to be? Carrie, you wear that little shit in the front like you are something. Your hair, you kind of look like Dante, to be honest. Huh. I'll do it as I go along. Prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. I better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant. Mr. Edgeworth? Mr. Edgeworth? Please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder, and we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then. If we may call our first witness, Your Honor, the prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir, my name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. See if this is even correct. What the f... Oh, she was right there, okay. The body was found this window here. And the cause of death, loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the Thinker found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hands, sir. The court accepts the statue as evidence. They're still calling it a statue. Floor plans. That's interesting. Why would you want to add that? Unless it was important. Now, detective. Yes, sir. You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence. Testimonies, let's go. As soon as a phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. Okay, that's true. There were 2 people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. No, you did not. Hello. Where's that shit saying, let's just listen to the whole thing. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. Okay. That very moment, you say? Very well, Mr. Wright. You may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Smack. Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness's testimony, She would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try. Something the matter? No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. Shit, boys. Let's go, boys! I got a water bottle on the way, hold on. Preston. Who did you say you got a call from? Hey, pal. Don't play dumb. You know who. Huh. The call was from a customer at the Gatewater Hotel, right across from the crime scene. Okay. I pressed. Not sure it did much, though. Right. Please continue. There were 2 people there already. Now, press him on that. Detective Gumshoe, how long would you say it took between you receiving the call and your arrival at the scene of the crime? Right. I'd say it was about 3 minutes. That's pretty fast. Our motto this month is quick response. That's how I got there before the killer got away. Indeed. So, tell us who the 2 people you found on the scene were. Yes, sir. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Hold it. Are you absolutely sure it was us? Listen, pal, your dumb act will only get you so far. With your funky hippie clothes and your spiky hair, you 2 stand out like suspicious people at a crime scene. Well, he does have a point about her. She is pretty unmistakable. I should pick my points to press with a little more care. What are you talking about? You told me to press everything they say. Whatever, let's get it. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Hold it! Why's that? What's your reason? Why, we had a witness account describing her. Hold on, just 1 second. Yeah. If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she didn't, correct? Huh? Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. You did say it. You said it. Everyone said that. Exactly. What about the suspicious woman in Pink's claim was hard evidence? What? Miss May isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't Pink, pal. Is he like banging April May? We'll see. What if that's the case? What if he was right across the street? And that's how we got there so fast. Well, I guess she is Pink. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? Guess pressing can have its advantages. Yes. God damn it. Sorry. I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. Alright. Hard evidence. Bullshit. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. God, excuse me. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. Everyone's like, oh shit, oh shit. How do you like that? That's my hard evidence. Before we begin our cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honor? Why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time? I know. I'm real embarrassed I forgot it, Your Honor. Sir, try to be more careful. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Hard evidence. You don't got shit, buddy. Right, I can't read this in his voice. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene with my own eyes. Bit pressing. Did you find any evidence? Now. Don't jump the gun on me, pal. Just listen. I'm getting to the good part. I got a bad feeling about this. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. Just because you found it next to the body doesn't mean the victim wrote it. Oh shit. Then who did it? Okay. Who? I did? Ooh, the killer? The killer. Anyone can see that. Oh. You're saying the killer wrote her own name? Buddy, please. She was framed. Objection! Holy shit. Hold on. If that's the case, where's your evidence? Shit. This dude's like, please. I guess that was a bit of a tall order for you. Those without evidence shouldn't open their mouths, Mr. Wright. Yeah, pal. Well, Detective, tell us what was written on that memo you found. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. I'm just gonna press him about everything. Do you have proof it was Mia who wrote that? Of course I do, pal. Uh-oh. He sounded pretty confident this might not be good. Lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. What kind of tests were these again? Huh? What kind? Well, I hear they take the, little bits in the blood. The, hermogoblins, hermogoblin, boblin, Baskin and Robbins. I refuse to testify in this matter. I'm no expert on blood tests. Yes, that was quite clear. You may continue with your testimony. Thanks, pal. I mean, Your Honor, sir. Detective Gumshoe? Yeah. I look forward to your next evaluation, as should you. Oh. That was a mess. Right, where was I? Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Was there? Hold on. Okay. Hold on. Just press him. I don't have any evidence. On which hand was the bloody finger, Detective? The right hand. She was right-handed. Haha! Nice try. Ugh. Shit. Before she died, the victim... Yeah, objection, bitch. That shit was instantaneous. There's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey? That's really what you're saying? What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? He's like, shake my head, bitch. You have it backwards, Detective. But backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, Detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. But... no butting your way out of this one, Detective. Everyone's like, oh shit, this shit's heating up. Let's go. Order. The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have the time to write anything down.
Objection!
What the f... Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? What... when? Forward. Mia's autopsy report. When did I get this? Hold on. This dude's only 30? Miles Edgeworth is 24? How old are you? Okay, you're 23. Hey, she's my age. Hello. When did I get it? It was the day after. It was the day after the murder. The prosecution's point being... that autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? A second autopsy report was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object, but there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning. No way. Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have the time to write Maya. That is all. I see. Damn you, Edgeworth. I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. He's like, Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Something you want to say? I can't back out of this. I gotta pick one of these. Bro, press him. Mr. Edgeworth, I've heard there's nothing you won't do to get your verdict. What reason could you possibly have to request a second autopsy report? Mr. Wright, the defense will refrain from personal attacks on the prosecution. No matter, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, say what you will, the evidence in this report is undeniable. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts the evidence. Died from a blow by a blunt object, may have lived for a few minutes after being hit. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes. Darn, this isn't good. The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor, innocent girl who saw the murder with her own eyes. April May. 23-year-old April May. Let the witness April May take the stand. I agree with you 100%. She better put them hands down like that. Fucking cat ass. Witness, your name, please. April May! Why'd your chest just bounce like that? April May! At your service! Order. An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking. Aww. Yes, Your Honor. This is not good. Dude, this game is so fun. She's already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom, except you. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th, when the murder occurred?
Gee, I was like, in my hotel room. I checked in right after lunch.
And this hotel is directly across from the Fane Company law offices.
That's right, big boy.
Please testify to the court about what you saw. I don't have any chance with her testimony. Shit. Crack my neck.
It was like 9 at night. I looked out the window, you know. And then, oh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy little girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, like, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Then the woman with the long hair, she kinda slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy.
Stop winking, bro. Well, Your Honor? I see. It is remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any... Wait, Your Honor. Put your dick away. Come on. Yes, Mr. Wright. What about my cross-examination? I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm, didn't you? I'm sure everyone's a little firm in the room right now, if you know what I mean. Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Mia Fey's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. Hey, how dare you? Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine... Yeah! I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination, thank you very much. That's what I'm saying. Let's go. Press her on everything. Get ready to get pressed.
It was like 9 at night.
Okay, I looked out the window, you know? Get pressed. Why did you do that?
Huh? Why? Like, why what?
Why did you look out the window? Were you expecting to see something?
Oh, well, gee.
What? That's it? She can't get out of the question.
I sorta, you know... I had a feeling.
Well, I have a feeling she's trying to avoid the goddamn question. Yeah, me too. Let's both get her, Nick. Let's start calling her Nick. Let's see how far I can get with this. Surely, you must have a reason to look out your window at that time of night.
I do...
Objection!
What the fuck? Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness. But, badgering? You insist on needling her with these trivial questions. I really don't think it should be allowed. Yeah, stop me. Yeah. Dude, this shit is so fun. Order. Mr. Wright, you have been warned. Poor girl. What about poor me? It's literally the second trial, and it's everyone against Nick. This shit is fire. You looked out the window. What did you see next?
And then...
Ooh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked.
Hold it!
The woman with long hair. That was Mia Fey?
Slender, sort of? Well, some people might say pretty if that's your thing.
Your thing? And the person attacking her.
The one attacking her was the mousy little girl sitting in the defendant's chair.
Oh, the mousy little girl sitting in the defendant's chair.
Hold it!
How do you know she was the defendant? Hold on.
Huh? Well, you know, she had a girlish physique. Women know these things. Look, I just know, okay?
There was only one reason, or one person at the scene of the crime with a short, girlish figure. The testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor. He's right. I question the testimony, bruh. Hold on a minute. That testimony stinks.
What?
Miss May, I'm willing to bet that... you're... Could she have saw nothing? She either saw nothing, or she's lying. She's lying, because why did she wait to call until after I got there? Yeah, you're lying, bitch. Let's go. Did you really see the defendant? Get pressed. Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this?
Yes, what's the meaning? Someone tell me because I'm clueless about this. I mean...
Okay. If you had really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. Let's go. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus.
But...
Still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her. And so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May?
Rower! What are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all that trifling little details were necessary, darling.
Ms. May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony. Stop doing that.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl. I promise.
Wink. Your testimony again, if you would. Damn, I almost had her. God damn it, dude. Alright, well, she changed something now. Let's get it. I did see everything. I did. Oh, I can't even press her anymore. What the hell? The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it, I did. If she ran to the right, she wouldn't have been able to see her. Would she have? I don't... Oh, I can't even present it? No, I can't even present anything. Okay. Oh, because it's not cross-examination time, okay. That clock, that kind of...
Statuey clock? The thinker, I think. Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you? Tee!
I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination. Thank you for not going soft on her the second time around, old ass. I did see everything, I did. Get pressed. So, you saw me then, too. Goddamn cat scratching at my door.
Of course. I'd remember that spiky hair anywhere.
Spiky. The witness will refrain from personal attacks on the defense attorney. Let's go. Do not tell me you want to leave already.
Oh, was I a bad girl? I'm sorry.
Very well. Continue. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Hold on. Okay. Is that right, as in your right, as you looked from the hotel? Which hand do I hold my knife in again? Oh my god.
Right. It was my right hand, right?
Satisfied, Mr. Wright? Please continue. Thankfully, you don't take any damage from doing that. That cat wants to be let out now. Asshole. How convenient for you to remember her hippie clothes.
That's what that's what she was wearing. Oh, and her hair was all done up like a bun.
What happened then? An And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it. If she ran off to the right, let's say they're both in the window, if she ran off to the right, she wouldn't have been able to see it. Let's try it.
Objection!
This evidence clearly reveals the contradiction in the statement. How exactly? Shit. God damn it. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, just press her about it. Where did this weapon come from?
She picked it up from the desk.
I see. What sort of weapon was it? That
Clock. The kind of statue-y clock. The thinker, I think.
hold on. Hold on. Okay, let's just press her about everything. I hope I don't fail. A clock? Didn't this come up in another testimony recently?
Well, don't look so sour, Mr. Lawyer. You can't win them all.
No, but I have a feeling I'm onto something now.
That clock, that kind of statue clock, I think.
See, why would they repeat this? Previous testimony must have been what Edgeworth wanted her to say. This was the testimony in her own words. Time to press and squeeze the truth out of her. Figuratively, of course. Jesus Christ, bro. I did see everything I did. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with the weapon. I thought if I pressed her with this... Okay, but he obviously spoke something about this.
Objection!
Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing.
Revealing? Ooh, you'd like that, wouldn't you, naughty Mr. Lawyer?
You just said that this statue of the Thinker was a clock. But there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Let's go! Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock too. And he was found guilty of murder. The crowd's like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Order, order. Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock?
Ooh,
Objection!
Bro, the witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with the trivial concerns. Yes, yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright.
Objection!
Yeah, that, yeah. But questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. Let's get it. That was a close one. But we did it, though. I'm here with you, Nick. I'm gonna start calling you Nick. Just like Larry Butts. Just like Larry Butts. Just tell me over there the trial would have been over.
huh? Well, what? So, what happens now?
What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock?
What? That's... because I heard it. Yes, I heard it say the time.
So, you've been to the law offices of Fay and Company.
No! Hey, I didn't say that! Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room.
The law offices of Fay and Company, where the murder took place, is very close to the hotel. She could easily have heard the clock. Well, Mr. Wright, Are you satisfied? No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because it couldn't have rung. Your Honor, members of the court, it is inconceivable that the clock in question rang. It's empty. That clock is missing its clockwork. Let's go. Things are heating up. How could you possibly? Just take a look. Right now. Oh. See anything interesting, Your Honor? It is as the defendant says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to court the meaning of this? It is, as you can see, the clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big, fat liar.
Fat.
Well, Miss May, even? Tisk, tisk. Quite a show you've put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty. Somehow he knew. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty. As you say, it can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there is no contradiction. Can I not bring up shit right now? I got proof. That's true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it. And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clock was removed? Bitch, please. Impossible, of course. I have proof. What? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Oh. Well, I was listening. Now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed is this shit.
Take that!
Take that! Take a look at this. That's a very cute cell phone.
Ooh, you have a girly phone.
Wait. This isn't my phone, for one. Listen. This is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. I really get into, like, Makoto mode during these trials. Like, when I'm investigating, I'm all Phoenix Wright, but here I'm Makoto. The defendant's cell phone. This wasn't brought to my attention. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it. Gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hear the conversation. Beep. So you just want me to hold on to the thinker for you then, if you could. I should probably tell you the clock is talking right now. Huh, it's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out, sorry. September 5th, 1927. AM. So it happened... Your Honor, I think this makes it clear the clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded. Which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. What's that gray screen popping up? You guys see that too? That's a bit of an annoyance. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that weapon was a clock?
Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was that again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot.
So the witness had seen it before. That would make sense. Does the defense have any objections? Bitch, yes. The witness claims she had seen it before. but this directly contradicts a piece of evidence I already submitted to the court. Well then, let's see it. Please produce this evidence that will prove the witness had not seen the clock before. Take that! It's simple. This clock was never in any store, ever. It was made by my childhood friend, Larry Butts, who made it for his girlfriend who likes sugar daddies. What? A friend of mine made that clock. Only two exist in the world, and the one isn't here in police, and the one that isn't here is in police custody.
Impossible! Everything is sold in stores.
What is stupid. Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Dang, this is some good writing. Oh, excuses not on sale today? Are you okay? Porcupine head? Don't roast.
That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die!
Whoa. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm.
Silly me. Did I, lose it? I guess I did. Wink.
Whoa. Dude, I'm so tired. I wish this would end. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know that the weapon was a clock? Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon wasn't a clock because you held it. This is familiar territory. I'll just use the same approach as with Larry. Miss May held that very clock in her hands. Mr. Wright, when was this? When she used it to strike the victim. When else? God damn. Order. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? April May, you killed Mia Fey, I say. And when you struck, the force of the impact made the thinker ring. Why would you say that? We just discussed that there was no clockwork in it.
Objection!
Why? Yeah, why? Nick, come on, bro. You truly are a work of art, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What's that supposed to mean? It was you who just proved that the thinker was empty. Why would you say that then? What's more, the witness has a rock-solid alibi. Miss May, perhaps you could explain to the poor, misguided Mr. Wright that you were in the hotel at the time of the murder. She can't prove it. She did it.
It would be my pleasure.
No way.
Yes way, Mr. Lawyer. Did the murder take place at 9 at night? Gee, that's the exact time I ordered some room service from the hotel bellboy.
Incidentally, the bellboy corroborates the witness's story. Ergo, she was not at the crime scene. Rock solid. Mr. Wright, you've just made a serious accusation against a perfectly innocent woman. Sorry, Your Honor. But if that's the case, how did she know the thinker was a clock? That's what I'm saying. Wait, Your Honor, I figured it out. There is one other way Miss April May could have known it was a clock. One way alone, and I have proof. Well, proof, you say? Then the court will examine your proof, Mr. Wright. How did the witness know the thinker was a clock? What the f... Oh! Take that! That's right.
That?
I found this in Miss May's room. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May, you were tapping the victim, Miss Mia Fey's phone, were you not? Oh, get out of here. Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. Let's get it. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which is not, you still haven't proved one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not. Oh yeah? I think I can. It's simple. What? This is he. Here's my proof. The proof that the victim said on the phone. The proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock is... It's a clock. It says right there, it's a clock. Bro. Take that! I present the defendant's cell phone. Yes, we've seen that. Listen once more to the conversation. It's a clock. It's made to look like the statue, the thinker, and it tells you the time. Miss April May, you used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong?
Objection!
Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May.
Shut up, all of you! What gives you the right to talk to me like that? You lawyer!
Dude, this courtroom is shook.
It's not fair. All of you ganging up on me like that. Oh, I'm a bad girl. What the fuck? Is that it?
Grow up, dude. Come on. Can we finish this already? She did it. Miss May, confess. You did it, didn't you?
Are you out of your mind? Oh, wait, I forget. You're a lawyer. You must be. At the time of the murder,
Dude, that's right. This trial's about to go on for like another hour, bruh. If we're about to bring in the bellboy as a witness... The defense would like to call the hotel bellboy. There's something suspicious here and I'm going to get to the bottom of it.
Objection!
I object to calling the bellboy. You can't deny me a witness, bruh. Because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. God, however many, like, diversions can I go down? Like, paths, you know? If you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness. Condition. If Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, then you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer. Thus, she is innocent. thereby, you must also accept the verdict of guilty for Miss Maya Fey. Bitch, that is my condition. What? I'd better find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony, otherwise Maya will be declared guilty on the spot. What should I do? Accept it. Let's go. Except for, well, everything. Understood. I accept your condition. Fool. You fell right into my trap. Look at the look on his face. He's like, fuck. Wait. Very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand. I need to go to sleep. Why did I start playing this so late? I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. Why do you still have the thing with you? Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. That tea set looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony. Very good, sir. Alright. I'm not going to read this in their voices. I'm the head bellboy at the Fine Gate Order Hotel in the business of 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 p.m. in the evening for our guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. I brought it to her at precisely as requested at the time, of course. Look where he's looking, bro. And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. I see. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Right, I'm ready. I hope. Okay, this is it. Okay. Hold on. Where's the thing where I say she couldn't have looked out the window at 9 because she got her iced coffee at 9. She wasn't looking out the window. Alright, let's get it. Just press him on everything. Let me press this. I don't care. What exactly is it you do at the hotel? Why, anything required of me, sir. I check in guests. I check out guests. I clean rooms. I make beds. I even deliver room service, sir. I check Miss May in personally. Are you always so prim? Mr. Wright, you will refrain from asking frivolous questions. I believe I received a call after 8 p.m. in the evening from my guest, Miss May. Are you sure it was Miss May on the phone? Absolutely, sir. How can you be so certain? I checked Miss May in personally, sir. Not only did I see her in all her stunning radiance, but I also heard her voice. And then I saw them, and I... What was that? The point being, I remembered her quite well, sir. Yes, what then? She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her room at 9 on the dot.
Hold it!
9 on the dot, you say? Yes, I confirmed that detailed several times. She was watching a program on the TV, and I wished to drink. And wished to drink after she finished, sir. 9. The time of the murder! That's what I'm saying! I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course. Precisely 9, then. Precisely, exactly, and most definitely, sir. 9 p.m. How can you be so sure? Miss May was quite insistent that it be brought to her. Oh, bellboy, teehee, I'd like iced coffee at exactly 9. Something like that, sir. Therefore, I knocked on her door at the crack of 9, sir. Why would she be so particular about that time? And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. You are sure it was Miss April May herself? Ab-so-lutely, sir. Ab-so-lutely? Yes, sir. As in, so very absolutely, sir. It's an endearing mannerism of time, sir. How come you're so very certain? Well, when I brought the room service, sir, the guest, sir, favored me with a embrasure, sir. Embrasure? Is that French for embrace? It's French for kiss, sir. But not a French kiss, sir. More of a peck on the cheek. Why would she have done that? I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor, sir. It was a moment I shall never ever forget, sir. Sounds pretty fishy. I think our Miss May was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember her. Let's get it. It's no good. There's nothing there. Is that it? Tisk tisk, finally, you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination here. It was a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand. I can't let this happen, can I? Dude, protest. Wait, please wait. Yes? Does the defense have something to add? One last question. Let me ask one last question. Mother... Your Honor, I must object. This charade of justice has just gone too long. Charade. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. Alright, Mr. Wright, thank you. Okay, this is really it now. This is my last chance. What do I ask him about? Room service. Tell me again about room service. Again, sir? At exactly 9, I delivered in room 303. The guest had requested iced coffee. $18 was the charge, as I recall. I see. $18? Doesn't that seem a little... Oh my god, dude, come on. Yes, well, iced coffee for 2, you know, and we don't skip for 2? What did he say? What did you say? Rather quiet. Bellboy, tell us the truth, now. Was someone else staying in Miss May's room?
Objection!
This is heat. I object. That was objectionable. Yeah, the Honor's judge. Why do I keep calling him the Honor? The judge was like, nah. Objection to rule. The witness will answer the question. Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask. I'm a don't tell, don't ask, or don't ask, don't tell kind of guy. Nice try. Yeah, keep hitting your shit. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Yes, quite. Indeed. It was the, good barrister, sir. Barrister there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... No way! He asked me not to mention if I was specifically asked, sir. Oof. You fool. Get oofed on. Let's go. I've done it. I've won. You didn't win shit. We don't know who killed Mia. Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man. Correct? Yes, sir. Then, when you brought them room service, you didn't see that man in the room. That's right, sir. Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? And who, Mr. Wright, who is this other person? Simple. It was... the man with Miss May. The man who checked in with Miss May. Oof. Your Honor. As has been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone, yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man who was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. My, what a convenient little setup, but it's too late. Too late? I suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? Oh my god. After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court. Oof. Upstart. Amateur. These accusations are ludicrous. Get gavelled. Enough. The court acknowledges the defendant's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes. Yes, Your Honor. That is all today for the trial of Mia Fey. Court is adjourned. Are you serious? You're telling me... Bro, can I save? Alright, I gotta play this again another time, dude. I did not think that this trial was gonna take 2 days. I thought they were all just kind of hour-long sessions. Jesus Christ. I am enjoying this. This is very fun to me. This writing is excellent. These animations are repetitive but funny. And, like, it's just so interesting, things coming to light. Who's Mr. White, though? We still don't know who that is. And also, like, the lawyer that turned Maya down, or Maya, whatever. What's that about? I'm excited for, like, this plot to develop more, you know. So I am going to continue this every Friday. Multiple videos of this will be put up Friday, because, like, these videos are small file sizes, so they can be uploaded very quick. I am continuing the Infamous and Uncharted series, so if you want to see me continue any of these games, or you like the video, please consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. If you watched the whole video and you got to this point, please consider leaving a thumbs up or down, comment, share, whatever you like, and thank you for watching.